Welcome back, everyone. So let's have group number one. Show us what you have. I hope the first part of the assignment was clear for everybody. The first part, you got the papers and you read how the results section was reported. Does anyone have problems with that? The first part of the results section for the papers was clear for everyone, isn't it?
I believe so. It was for me.
Okay. Anyone had problems with that? Challenges, understanding, following? All right. Let's now have group one. Show us what you have on the screen. And then group two, get ready. Group three, group four, group five. All of you get ready. So group one, show us what you have. Someone representing group one? Okay, great.
We were discussing on the BMI pre and post.
Just show us. So what I want you to do is show us your text. Don't explain anything. Just show us. We'll read it, and then I will let you know when to stop sharing. So just show us what you have. Condensed it to.
We were here. We were understanding. So we haven't written the text.
You have not written the text. Okay, this is the only thing you have.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So you didn't finish, eh?
Yes. Yes.
All right. Great. All right. You can stop sharing. Let's go to group two. Please, when you meet in the other session, you can complete this because it will be helpful for you. Because you have started doing something, I think you're going in the right direction. So time didn't let you, but you can complete it when you meet again. All right, group two.
Hello, doctor.
Yeah, is that group two?
Please, can I make some quick comments?
Yeah.
Okay, so, concerning the presentation, I believe most of us couldn't type to project because we needed to debate and then put down notes on paper.
Are you in group two?
No, please. I'm just making some general comments.
Mm-hmm.
So if maybe they have written it somewhere and then they want to share with us, they can do that. Then we have time and then type it.
Oh, okay. So what you're saying, you didn't write it.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah. If you have not done that, just read it out.
A piece of paper.
Read it out. Read it out. If you have written something. Yeah, I mean, group two can read it out if they just have it on their paper.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. Group two, are you ready? Group two is silence. Are they the ones dropping? Are they running away?
Hello.
Okay, great. Group two.
Yes, right. Dr. Bray, we did not finish discussing, but I can put light on what some of the things that we have discussed.
Mm-hmm.
So what we were trying to come to term was we were trying to explain the pre and post operative BMI that was taken. Like there are patients that were supposed to go for operation and then a pre and a post BMI.
So Aji, just wait there. Did you write a text? Did you condense it?
We were about to do that.
You are about to, okay. You have not done that. You are just discussing. Okay, so you don't have yours ready. Please, when you go back, try to complete it. And I think it will be good for your group because you're already in that direction. I see that time is a problem for you. And that time is because this is a new area for many of you. Yes, the goal is to keep pushing you to the wall. When you go back, please try to finish this. I think it will be very good exercise for all of you. All right, let's go to group 3.
Thank you.
Group 3 there.
Hello?
Yes, please, go ahead.
Yeah. In group 3 also we have tried to identify some key area in the result, but we didn't finish.
You didn't finish.
And we didn't agree on some area because we are from different background to
All right.
understand. Yes.
No problem. So please, when you go back, also try to finish it. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. It's good that we are meeting over Zoom, so that there is no fight. So we can argue from our computers. All right. Group 4.
Also, we did not finish.
The same story. Okay. No problem.
Yes, so we would like to be given a little bit of time to conclude, and we'll come back.
No problem. All right.
Thank you.
Group 5.
Yeah, we are coming.
All right.
Yeah, group 5. Yeah.
Where are you coming? All right. Go
On
ahead.
my end, let me share my screen. Yeah. Sorry. Okay, group 5. Yeah. Can you see our screen? Oh, not this,
Yes.
please. Let me stop sharing, not this. Yeah. In PowerPoint. Oh, I have to open the document. I don't know why it's not showing here. Sorry, please give us some time.
You don't have much time.
Okay, I've got it now. Let me open. Oh, it's here now.
So this is your transform text, eh?
Yes.
Okay, great. Nice. You have tried and you do it. All right. Yeah, I will see how yours compare with the one I will show. Okay, this is so you mean this was the best you could do, or you are still in the process of trimming this down?
Yeah, we are still in the process.
In the process, okay, great.
Yeah, we are still in the process.
All right, so this is of course smaller than what smaller than the text I gave to you. All right, you can stop sharing. Let's go to group 6.
Okay, so with group 6, we jotted it down. So if I can.
Yeah.
Okay, so the topic was on hormonal contraceptive and onset of asthma.
No. This is the same work you're doing. That one you're reading is the first part of the group work, and I don't want you to present that one. I don't want you to present that one.
Okay, so with the results.
Yeah, the results. Just the one I showed on screen.
So yes, so with the results, we are saying with the first one, we spoke about the characteristics of the study population. It did not follow the importance, that is in terms of the most important.
Which one are you still speaking about now, Rebecca?
The results.
Which results?
The result of what we were to present.
Are you seeing my screen?
Pardon?
Are you seeing my screen?
Please. Yes, please.
So this is what I want you to show. The second part of the question was for you to condense this text. It seems you're still speaking about the first part.
Exactly, the first part.
No. I don't want the first part. The first part is for you to just read and see how it was organized. I want you to condense this text. Did you do this?
Oh, we didn't reach there.
Okay, all right. So let's go to group 7. So when you go back, please try to do that. It will be very helpful to you.
For group 7, we did not finish the second part.
You didn't finish the second part?
No, we only did the first part, yeah.
Okay. So please try to attempt it again. Try to attempt it again, because the principles we have been speaking about this week, make it short, make it simple. You will see it reflecting here. You see it reflecting. Okay, group 8.
All right.
Hi.
Hello.
Group 8 also trying to finish. We couldn't finish the
You couldn't finish.
organization. Yes.
So it means that almost all the groups focus on the first paper. Was it so sweet that you forgot this part, except group 5?
No, we took too long. We took too long on exercise 2.
No, you took too long. Okay, no problem.
No,
so anyway,
sorry.
so for the
Some
groups,
of us were not familiar with the, sorry, sir, with the medical, and so we're trying to get people to explain the reports. You know, most of us in my group, like group 2, most of us were not familiar with the reports. So
this is not medical. This is not medical. This is something everybody has. Weight is weight, isn't it?
You know, yes.
Weight is weight.
Obesity is obesity. The weight was reported.
Okay.
Understanding the weight was reported. It was a bit confusing.
Yeah. So you can see that if you're the one reading this paper, you found it confusing, isn't it? The way they have reported it is confusing and complicated. And what we have been doing this week is to guide you on how you can make this quite simplistic. All right, so let's continue. I will show you something here. So this is what they have. They wrote here the respective mean pre and post-operative BMI for the subset of overweight versus the subset of mildly obese patients was this. Okay, and they gave these numbers and the change of this. Okay, so you see this, they have given the change it has. The mean BMI of the preoperatively overweight group dropped into the normal weight category, and the obese group dropped into the overweight range. This constitutes a notable divergence between the BMI 30 groups in the trajectory, with the preoperatively heavy subset of patients losing almost twice as much weight. Woo! My God. You can see what people are doing here. So this is a real paper. What are they doing here? They're saying that a group of people were operated, okay? Those who have overweight and those who were mildly obese, they were operated. And the operation was to reduce their weight, okay? And now after the operation, they have compared before the operation and after the operation. And they found that those who were overweight before operation, after the operation, became normal weight. And those who were mildly obese, after the operation, became overweight. Means that each group reduced their weight. So the operation was actually effective. Okay? And then they went forward to say that the mean BMI of the pre-operatively overweight group dropped into the normal weight. Yeah, that's what they said. And then this constitutes a notable divergence between the BMI 30 groups in the trajectory, with the pre-operatively heavier subset of patients losing almost twice as much weight. So those who were heavier than others actually gain more from the operation because their weight reduced twice than those who were as less weight as the heavy ones. That is what they're trying to say. Now let me show you what I've done to this. This is the original text. This is what I've corrected. And here it says the mildly obese patient lost almost twice as much weight as the overweight patient. I got what is there. This here is reduced. Which, yeah, please. What do you say?
So I said very simple and clear.
Yep. This is what they are trying to say. This is what they are trying to say here. This is jargons. You see these threatening numbers, you see these explanations, you see all those. This is what they are trying to say, that the mildly obese patients lost almost twice as much weight as the overweight patients. Then you put the numbers here. That's all. So what is the problem with human beings? Why do we make things so complicated?
Prof, what do these numbers?
Yeah, Kevin, you wanted to say something, eh?
Yeah, so our debate was about the numbers in the original text, the numbers in the brackets.
Yeah.
So we can see are they confidence intervals, but there's this middle number like 27.6. Maybe you can throw more light, what does that represent, so that we can get context in your numbers. You've also put in the brackets down here.
Yeah. So what they have done here is this. They have this is the weight, the BMI, okay, and the BMI for the pre-operative for the overweight group, and no, the pre-operative, the mean BMI for the pre-operative here. Let me see. Okay, now, yeah, so this is the pre-operative, and this is the confidence interval of the pre-operative for this number. And then this is, I'm not sure, this is the overweight, I think. Overweight, I think there should be some bracket here. Then there should be some bracket here. And then this is the overweight one for the pre-operative. And then the post-operative is this number. And then the change that occurred is this for the, yeah, so these are all for the overweight, and this is for the mildly obese. Okay, the pre-operative for mildly obese and the post-operative for the mildly obese, and the change that occurred in the mildly obese. But regardless of this, the key thing here is that what is required primarily is this change, that for the overweight and the mildly obese here. This is what is required. Okay, so the change that occurred is this. And this is where they say that it is 3 times more in the mildly obese. They reduce 2 times more than the overweight people. That is the key message. So from 32.2 to 25.2. Yeah, from 27.0 to 23.1 there, with a p-value of 0.02. So there's a problem of trying to fill space, a problem of not understanding what is required to present, the problem of not thinking about the reader in this case. All right, I have Chinwe, and then after that I have Jonathan.
Okay, Prof. Just a little clarification.
Do you have 2 equipment opened?
Yes, I
Yeah.
have.
Okay, great.
in your context text,
Mhm.
the mildly obese patients, are they the ones that have BMI greater
Yes.
than 30?
Greater than 30, yes.
Okay. I think I was confused with the sign, with the obese patients and the overweight patients. I thought it was the other way around.
Yeah. So this is mildly obese patient.
Okay. Then the overweight patients, their BMI less than 30.
Their BMI will be 30 and below, and maybe, yeah, I think from 26 to
Okay.
30 or so.
All right. Okay. Thank you, sir.
So I think anything from above 25 to 30 is overweight, sir.
Yep.
Anything above 25.
So that's why I said from 26 to 30 with the obese,
So that's why
overweight
from the
group.
paper now, because it dropped to 25.2, it was listed to be mildly overweight. Whatever is 25, you may not call it overweight at all. You may still leave it as normal.
All right, Jonathan.
Well done, Prof. I have a bit confusion. The p-value, I don't know where we get it from or how did we come about it.
Yeah, I didn't put the p-value in this thing here, but I got the p-value from the paper. So sorry about that.
It's okay, Prof.
Okay. Any other thoughts? All right. I have hands. Let me not go here. I have more hands. I have John. Yeah.
Yes, Prof. Thank you very much. We're worried, for instance, what makes you to justify that these values were not confidence intervals but standard deviation?
I mean the values in the bracket.
In the bracket.
Yeah, the values in the bracket are the what's it called? The confidence interval. Okay. You can see it is not standard deviation.
Okay, because now you have used standard deviations that we did not see earlier. So that's why, because I had initially thought that this were a confidence interval.
Yeah. So I have my problems here.
Okay.
Even though I didn't put the what's it called? I didn't put the value of the standard deviation.
Standard deviation. Okay.
All right. I go to the key thing here. So I hope every one of you has registered. This is coming up on Sunday evening, and this is our last seminar series for this year. We'll be discussing the role of NGOs and charities, how they are supporting or not supporting scientific research in Africa. So please join us. And we have my career, my story session that will be also the last one for this year, where we have two distinguished Africans who will be coming. I think Kellen is in this course as well. And then we'll have one person from Nigeria, Prof, from Ibadan, US of Ibadan, who will tell us how they have come through. Have they arrived or they are still on the road? If they have arrived, how did they arrive? If they're still on the road, what road are they driving through coming to us? So we would like to hear from them, and we can be inspired by their story. Okay, Chinwe, do you have something else to say?
Yes, Prof. I find it difficult registering through the link you shared. Maybe I'll send you a screenshot of what shows. I've used 2 different devices to register.
Yeah, so what you can do, that link, you can copy it without clicking it, you can copy it and paste it on your browser.
Okay.
Yeah, without the full stop at the end of the link, without the full stop. I think that is one of the things causing problems. Otherwise, I've got few of these issues, but most people register without any problem. So you can just copy it and then put on your browser without the full stop at the end of the link. I think that should work.
It is now in chat, Bright.
I
added it to chat. The link
it's
in
on the
chat.
chat. Okay, the chat.
Yes. Okay.
Please check the chat box. I think this should work now. All right.
Yes, it's
Group
working,
6.
sir. Thank you.
Great. Group 6. Can I get? Jonathan, is that an old hand or new one?
It was an old hand, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hi, I have a question. I have a request actually.
Is that Beryl?
Yes. The time that you have shared for Sunday from the GMT time, when we do it in East Africa, it looks a bit late.
It's, you know, East Africa, it should be, is it not 7 p.m.?
Yeah, right now it is 1 p.m.
I mean, East Africa, it should be 7 p.m. Yeah?
8.
Is it?
Okay.
5 p.m. Should be 8.
It will be 8 p.m. in Kenya.
What is your current time now?
It's a few minutes to 2 p.m.
Oh, to 2 p.m. Goodness me. I didn't know that. So it's 8 p.m. Yes, Kenya is always ahead. Eh? Yeah, so it's 8 p.m. Beryl, is that too late for you?
Okay, that is perfectly fine. Thank you.
All right. If not, you can then, because we have we are recording it, so you can watch the rewatching. Beryl, we can't change the time because of only you. Trust me. We wouldn't do that, Beryl. All right.
As much as the is there, I think that will be fine with me as well. Thank you.
Great, great. All right, group 6. Group 6 nuggets, number 1.
Please, we are coming in.
Please be quick, your time is going.
All right.
We'll have a few things to cover before we go on break. Who is presenting for group 6?
Doctor, please,
You are the one? Are
yes,
you ready?
Yes, we are ready, but my group are helping me to project.
Okay. Group 6, this is taking too long. I think we'll have to continue. Really, our time is flying, and then we need to catch up with other things. All right, let me finish this part before we go on the lunch. Reporting guidelines. This is what is very common in the health sciences, medical, and of course many social sciences take the cue from the developments that are happening in this area. The Equator Network. The Equator Network has been really working hard to promote standardized reporting. So the Equator means enhancing the quality and transparency of health research. Okay, even though he said health research, it cuts across fields now. Many fields are taking cue from there and there. So I encourage you to go to this website, go to this website and explore. I will show you it now. But look at their motivation. They say reporting guidelines are here to make our lives easier for authors, for readers, for peer reviewers, for journals, etc. And they say that evidence has shown that a number of research articles published each year are not fit for purpose. You can see that. Okay. And that is why when you finish from this course, you go and you make a difference. You finish from this course, you go and make a difference. They do not include enough information. And so researchers are not able to replicate what they have done. And they cannot be added to the body of evidence that are used to make decisions. And eventually, they are a waste. On Monday, we started discussing, where do you publish? Or I don't want to publish in the top journal because I want to they take too much time. I want to get this paper so that I can get my promotion. That is what is happening. Virtually, they are not fit for purpose. Current publishing and academic reward system is clearly insufficient for treating this problem. You see, it relates to promotion. It's not sufficient. In fact, it helps you to grow to a great extent because of the pressure to publish or you perish. So reporting guidelines are an important step towards fixing the deficiencies in our scientific literature. People have come together and they have welcomed this. It says it exists for most general study types, and that is true. Okay. If authors use reporting guidelines when they write up their work, the resulting manuscript can be understood, replicated, and used in clinical decision making. Okay. Is anyone familiar with this? This reporting guidelines? Anyone familiar with this?
Hello, sir.
Yes, please.
Hello. Does a Prisma and fall under this?
Yeah, they are all.
Prisma stroke on.
Yeah, they are. So let me go to Equator Network here and share my link. I think many of you may be familiar. If you're not familiar, I'm giving you a tip of how you can. Yeah, Elizabeth, you have something to? Elizabeth?
Yeah, Prof, I'm familiar with it because this is where we pull the guidelines for various methods that we use for the research. For example, Prisma, also and others.
Yeah. Those who have attended the systematic review course or those who have attended the reproducibility in science, scientific research are familiar because we also bring up this. So you can see how important this is, that we bring them up across many of the courses we teach. And so if you come here, they say they have 485 reporting guidelines. So if you are doing clinical trials, randomized control trials, you go to the consult. If you are doing observational studies, you go to stroke. If you are doing systematic reviews, you use the Prisma. If you are doing study protocols and so on, and you have the Prisma there. Many journals nowadays, if you want to submit paper, they will ask you to, Eman has put the website on the chat box. You can see here, it said the Chinese Equator Center is launched. The Chinese are buying into it because they know it's going to improve their science. And you can imagine how the universities in China are becoming important in the world by their ranking. They're increasing their ranking because they are pursuing also transparency and accuracy in their scientific investigation and how it is reported. So this website is very important. They have all kinds of this thing here. They have all kinds of writing research, peer review research. They have different things here you can gain from this, and this is funded by different organizations. Okay, so please make use of this. I think this is quite important. Exploit it, exploit it. All right, this is where I will end my presentation for this morning. Otherwise, group 6, I will give it time now to present, but let me answer.
We are ready.
Yeah, I will give it time now to present group 6. I'm coming to that, so you get ready to share. And Chinwe, you have a question?
Yes, Prof. Please, can you clarify me on if you're writing a review that involves both epidemiological studies and experimental, that's using an animal experiments. So are you to use both STROP and ARRIVE, or I don't know?
Is that a systematic review or just expert review?
A systematic review.
A systematic review. Yeah, if you are writing a systematic review, go to Prisma. Prisma. Use Prisma.
Okay.
Okay. Use Prisma. Prisma will guide you, but I know you are combining epidemiological and animal. Yes, Prisma will guide you, but because you have this complexity, then you need to use your own initiative to modify how you can put this. But Prisma will be a good guide that gives you a framework of how to at least report most of that. The other little you can add because of the complexity you have here.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, and the Eman has put the Prisma website there. All right, group 6, please do us justice.
Please, to permission me to share my presentations.
Just go ahead. Yeah, you have permission. Okay, do it quick in 3 minutes. Let's finish up.
Yes, sir. For
can you put it on a presentation mode, please? Great.
There is okay. There is okay.
Not there yet, but go ahead and present.
You don't see my presentations?
I see your presentation, but it's not on presentation mode. So you go ahead. Just go ahead.
I can start?
Yeah.
Okay. Then, how a nugget to one, how to prepare the manuscripts from international journals from group 6. Dr. Angel Boya is an author, reviewers, and editor to give advice on preparing the manuscripts, the evaluation process, and what today is to hate her love in papers. Is head of main project research. His main topics of investigations in marine ecology and has published more than 207 contribute, from which this one I have and 40 previous reviewed from journals. Reason of project design is sometimes some things new and interesting, and thing to challenge the work The work related directly to a current hot topic provides solution to some problems. Aspect to see when is submitting paper. The news from the papers, the topic corresponds to the scope of the journals, replicability of the methods, the result is well presented, the relevations of conclusions, the stable language, and the others. The type of manuscripts to write, there are three: full articles or origin articles, a short and rapid communication, and reviews paper or perspectives. For choosing the target journal, it is necessary to read very recent publication in each conduct journals, even press, and find out the hot topics and the types of articles accepted. It's also necessary to pay attention to journal requirement in the guide for authors, like include detailed editorial guidelines, submission procedures, fees for publishing, open access, and copyright and ethical guidelines. Finally, the start of paper, it is needed to pay attention on the abstract, including the case word, introductions, methods, to design methods, and result and discussions. Finally, always it is necessary to see the to respect of ethical values for publication. For example, the plagiarism. Thank you. I find my presentation from group 6 about.
All right. Thanks very much, Santos. Your presentation was not moving, so it was just in one place. But that is fine. What will happen is that for all the groups, please, the nuggets you have prepared, please put it in your Google Drive folder. Put it there so that the other groups can check those. You know, if they want to take it up, they can take it up. So please put it there. And then also for the task I gave you on Monday, please put it there. So there's no need to send them to me. Put the task there in your group folder so that we can have them. Everybody can have them. Okay, I have Emmanuel here.
Yes,
Emmanuel,
Prof. I tried to edit the Google Doc. The Google Drive. We're trying to put some files in the Google Drive during the last task, but we received a prompt that we do not have permission to edit.
How is it?
The content of the Google Drive.
Okay, so I will rectify that.
Yes, please. All right.
All right, thank you. All right, let's go for a lunch. Those who are hungry, those who want to continue, please, it's up to you. Let's come back exactly at the hour. My time will be 1 p.m. I think Kenya, it will be 2 p.m., isn't it, or 3 p.m.?
3 p.m.
3 p.m. Okay, and then the other ones, just fix the time, but just almost about 1 hour from now. Let's come back and continue. All right, enjoy your meal.